Welcome to your practice. Today's practice will be a gentle flow yin yoga practice, which will prepare us beautifully for the practice of Yoga Nidra. So yin is a slow and relaxed practice, and yin qualities are slow, still, mindful, intuitive, relaxed. So allow yourself to embody these qualities as you practice today. Yoga Nidra is a practice that's done lying down. You can think of it as where sleep meets meditation. The practice we do to reach this state, which is the fourth state of consciousness, it's called Turiya. So waking, dreaming, deep sleep, and then Turiya. And Turiya is described as peace beyond words. And it's said that you reach that state only by the grace of the goddess. So you can do this yin sequence without any props at all. If you would like props, I've got 2 bolsters here. You can use a cushion instead. I've got 2 blocks, and you could use books if you didn't have blocks. Something light to cover the eyes, and a blanket. If you are on a hard surface, you might like a second blanket just to cover your mat. And you might even like a soft, low pillow for Yoga Nidra. So we'll get started with a little bit of movement. So make your way into a tabletop position, shift any props off to the side. And stack your shoulders above your wrists and your hips above your knees. Spread your fingers wide and grip your fingertips down. Take a moment to tune into your breath. To notice how you're feeling. And the next time the body breathes in, lift the sit bones towards the sky, lengthen the belly, reach the heart forward. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, round through the upper spine, release the head and the neck. Inhale, lift the tailbone to the sky, lengthen through the belly, chest reaches forward. And exhale, tuck the tailbone under, round through the spine, release the head and the neck, and keep going for a few more rounds on your own. Allow the breath to guide the movement. Feel the articulation of your spine and just feel into how your body is feeling. And when you're ready, make your way back to a neutral position. First pose will be a widening child's pose. So bring your big toes to touch, take the knees as wide as the hips, even as wide as your mats, and sit the buttocks back on the heels. If you would like to add props, you can take a bolster in front of you, long edge of the bolster parallel to the long edge of your mat. It's optional, of course. Take a breath in, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, walk the hands forward without bringing the forehead to the floor or a cheek to the bolster. If the floor feels a little too far away, you could also add a block under the forehead. And take your time to make any final adjustments. You're making those adjustments so that you can find stillness. And when you're ready to invite stillness, you take 3 deep breaths together. You take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up the lungs. And a slow, long breath out through the nose, and use the exhale to soften and release and let go. Good, deep, full breath in through the nose. Slow and long breath out through the nose. Soften, release, let go of any tension, holding, over efforting. One more deep breath in. Long breath out to soften and release and surrender into the shape and into stillness. And gently direct your breath into your belly. Allow the breath to become smooth and even. And then gradually let go of controlling the breath. So the breath becomes more and more easeful. And rather than thinking of taking a breath, you're just letting the breath come to you. The body receives the inhale and releases the exhale. Become aware of sensations in the body. Locate the target area of the pose, so the place that you feel the most sensation. Might be in the inner thighs or the groin or the lower back, the shoulders, perhaps somewhere else. It'll be different for each of us. And relax the muscles around that sensation. And rest your attention on the sensations in the body and on your gentle belly breath. If the mind wanders, that's okay. Just gently bring the mind back to the sensations in the body and to your breath. And if the sensations start to speak a little louder, rather than hardening against them, soften around them. And gently begin to deepen the breath to prepare the body to move. And when you feel ready to move and not before, very slowly and gently start to shift the weight forward, moving to lie on your belly. Move a little slower than what you want to. You can either stack the hands on top of each other, take the elbows wide, and rest the forehead on the hand. You can bring the arms alongside you and bring one cheek to the mat. Release the weight of the body into the support of the earth. Notice the sensations, perhaps in the inner thighs, the groin, the lower back. Notice that without you needing to do anything, those sensations start to subside and dissolve. You have one cheek to the mat, take the other cheek to the mat now to even the stretch in the neck. You're going to bring your forehead to the mat. And bring your hands underneath your shoulders. The next pose is Sphinx pose, so bring the forearms to the ground. Have the shoulders stacked above the elbows. If you would like some support for underneath the head, you can take a block on the highest setting. You might even like a little padding on top of that block. And just wiggle your toes back and your chest forward. You can either keep the head lifted or place the forehead on the block. And take your time to make any final adjustments. And when you feel ready to invite stillness, take those 3 deeper breaths. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose, making the exhale longer than the inhale. And use that exhale to soften and release and let go. 2 more on your own. Each exhale, you soften a little more. And gently direct your breath into your chest. You might notice that's where the most space to breathe is in this pose. And allow your breath to be smooth and rhythmic. Just gradually start to let go of controlling the breath. And turn your attention towards sensation in the body. Locate the place where you feel the most sensation, the target area of the pose. And relax the muscles around that sensation. Just notice if there's any other place in the body where you are holding unnecessary tension. Maybe you could soften the face, the eyes, and the jaw. Allow the throat to soften, the belly, the pelvis, buttocks, and the lower back. And rest your attention on the sensations in your body and on your breath. Observe those sensations with deep curiosity. The more you observe the physical sensations, the more you might notice they have an energetic quality, perhaps a texture or a color, even a memory or an emotion attached to them. And try not to go into the story, simply observe as you continue to soften around sensation. Begin to gently deepen the breath. Signal to the body that it's almost time to move. And when you feel ready, if your head's on a block, gently lift the head and shift the block to the side as you lower down onto your belly. And then when you're ready, you'll roll over onto your back. Have your hair in a ponytail, you might like to take that out. Come to Shavasana. Either close the eyes or soften the gaze. And observe the sensations in your body. Perhaps in the low back, the hands and the arms. You even feel a little bit more space in the chest. Even this sense of gentle vibrancy in the chest. The next pose is a reclining twist. So bring your bolster to the left side of your body. If you'd like to add an eye pillow, you're welcome to do that now. And hug your right knee into your chest. Hold onto the right knee with your left hand and take the right arm out to the side, either in a T shape or cactus arms. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, use that left hand to guide the right knee over to the left. Rest your entire shin on the bolster from the knee to the ankle. If you'd like to deepen the twist in the lower back, you can draw that left hip gently behind you. If you'd like to deepen the twist in the upper back, you can look over your right shoulder. If that doesn't feel good for your neck, then keep the head centered. And take your time to make any final adjustments. When you feel ready to embody stillness, take those 3 deeper breaths. Use your long, slow exhale to soften and release and let go. And then transition to a gentle belly breath. Feel how the belly gently expands as you breathe in. The navel rises away from the spine. The belly gently softens and the navel draws back towards the spine as you exhale. Feel the gentle stretch in the outer right hip. Feel the gentle compression and twist in the belly. Feel the twist in the spine. And rest your attention on the rise and fall of the navel as the body breathes. Notice if there's any place else in the body that you could soften. Maybe the eyes and the jaw, throat, the chest, the belly, the outer right hip and right leg. Come back to the rise and fall of the navel as the body breathes. Gently begin to deepen the breath. When you feel ready, use the left hand to guide the right knee back to center. Straighten that right leg out. Release the arms down beside you, coming into Shavasana. If you shifted the hips, shift those back to center as well. Simply observe the body's innate ability to integrate and harmonize. Paying as much attention in these in-between poses, these transitions, as you do in the yin poses themselves. When you're ready, gently shift the bolster over to the right side. And hug the left knee in towards the chest. Hold on to that left knee with your right hand. Take the left arm out to the side, either T-shape or cactus arm. Take a breath in. As you exhale, guide that left knee over towards the right. And rest that entire left shin on the bolster from the knee to the ankle. If you'd like to deepen the twist into the lower back, gently draw that right hip behind you. Have the option to look over your left shoulder to deepen the twist into the upper back. Take your time, make any final adjustments. When you feel the call of stillness, take those 3 deeper breaths. Use your long, slow exhale to soften and release and surrender into the shape and into stillness. After those deeper breaths, guide your breath gently into your belly. Feel the rise of the navel as the body breathes in, the fall of the navel as the body breathes out. Feel the gentle stretch in the outer left hip. Gentle compression and twist in the belly. A gentle twist in the spine. Notice if you can soften a little more in the face, the eyes and the jaw, the throat. Allow the chest to soften and open. Soften the belly, the outer left hip, the entire left leg. As the body softens, feel the breath become even more easeful. Rest your mind on the rise and fall of the navel as the body breathes. Can you soften just a little bit more? Find a little more ease. Begin to gently deepen the breath. When you feel ready to release, bring the head back to center for the next turn. Use the right hand to guide the left knee back to center. Shift the hips back to center and extend the left leg long. Moving into Shavasana, the arms down alongside the body. Feel the sensations in the body. And simply observe as the body integrates and harmonizes the sensations in the space that you've created. Maybe noticing this sense of balance and harmony arising. When you feel ready, slowly hug the knees in towards the chest. Place the hands on the knees. If it feels good, you can slowly and gently rock from side to side. And when you feel ready, you'll roll off to one side and make your way up to a seated position. Make sure you have your props handy. If you have any sensitivity in your lower back, you might like to sit up on a blanket. You can extend the legs forward and use the hands to draw the fleshy part of the buttocks back. And then you'll draw the feet together and take the knees wide. If you'd like some support underneath your knees, you can use blocks and you can pop them on a little angle so that the flat surface of the block is against your knee. You can take one on either side. You could put cushions or blankets under there as well. Ground your sit bones down, lengthen up through your spine. And then begin to fold forward. You have options with your props. You can take a bolster, one edge on the floor. You'll bend it kind of away from you and place the forehead on the other edge. If you have a little more space, you might have the bolster flat and fold forward over it. Or if you have two bolsters, you can stack them on top of each other. Just make sure you lengthen through the spine before you fold in. And take your time to make your final adjustments. Find a place for the hands. Pay attention to every last detail. And when you feel ready to find stillness, take those 3 deeper breaths. Use that long, slow exhale to soften and settle into that stillness. Each exhale, you release any holding or tensing, gripping or tension that's not needed in this moment. And sometimes during those 3 deeper breaths, you might notice that there's an adjustment that's needed, so you'll feel free to take that. And then soften into stillness. And gently direct your breath into your belly. Allow the breath to become smooth and even. Then gradually let go of controlling the breath so it becomes more and more effortless. Become aware of sensations in the body. Locate the target area of the pose. Perhaps the inner thighs, the groin, the lower back. And relax the muscles around that sensation. And it might just be a gentle softening, and then another softening, and then another. Just listen to your body and work with your body. The more you listen to the body, the more that you learn its language. This creates trust between the body and the mind. And that trust looks like intuition. And rest your mind on the sensations in the body, paying deep attention, observing with deep curiosity, not only to the physical sensations, but also to the energetic part of that sensation. Perhaps noticing the texture, color, feeling the thoughts and emotion, and observing as the witness from a place of equanimity, not needing to label as good or bad, just let them be. If sensation intensifies, gently soften around it. You might find that over time the body invites you deeper. If you want to accept that invitation, you gently adjust props, maybe taking some support away. Again, softening into stillness. Resting your mind on the breath and on sensations. Gently begin to deepen your breath. When you feel ready, very slowly use the hands to press you up, moving slower than what you want to. Let the head be the last thing to lift up. Good. Take your hands underneath your knees and use the hands to draw the legs together. And then make your way into Shavasana. Move slowly and gently. You might like to add a bolster underneath the knees, a blanket underneath the head, and something to cover the eyes. And take your time and make yourself as comfortable as possible. You can add even more props if you like. You can add that eye pillow. Notice the sensations in the body. The inner thighs, groin, lower back. Just observe as they dissolve. Notice a sense of calm and stability in the body and in the mind. And then just notice if there are any adjustments you can make in the body to make you a little more comfortable. Take your time to make those final adjustments. If you have a bolster under the knees, make sure that the heels are touching the earth. Allow the toes to fall out to the sides. Arms alongside the body, palms face up. Lengthen the back of the neck. Feel the support of the earth beneath you. Allow the body to soften into that support. And as you feel the support of the earth beneath you, draw an energetic circle of protection around the body. And that can be a circle made of any substance that feels healing and nurturing for you. Perhaps electric blue light, moonlight, fire, or anything else. Feel or sense that circle as a source of healing and nourishment. Feel healing, nourishing energy pouring towards you until you feel completely held. See or sense the body lying in the middle of that circle. And become aware that the body is breathing. So you're not trying to control the breath, you're simply watching the body breathe. Feel how the navel rises as the body receives each inhale. Falls as the body releases each exhale. For the next 5 breaths, just rest your mind on the rise and fall of the navel as the body breathes. Slowly bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. And soften the soles of your feet. Soften the tops of the feet, the ankles, the lower legs. Soften the knees, the upper legs. Feel a softening in the pelvis, the buttocks, the belly, and the lower back. Feel a softening in the mid-back, the upper back and the chest. Feel a softening in the throat and the neck, in the face, the jaw, the eyes, forehead. Feel a softening in the back of the head. Allow the crown of your head to soften. And rest your awareness in the midbrain. In the midbrain, see, feel, or experience a rose-colored star-like point of light. Your awareness to the base of the throat. Rose-colored star-like point of light. Color rose is the color of a rose quartz crystal, a light pink. Right shoulder joint. Rose star-like point of light. Continuing this way at the right elbow joint. Right wrist joint. Right thumb tip. Index fingertip. Middle fingertip. Ring fingertip. Pinky fingertip. Right wrist. Right elbow joint. Right shoulder joint. Throat center. Left shoulder joint. Left elbow joint. Left wrist joint. Left thumb tip. Left index fingertip. Middle fingertip. Ring fingertip. Pinky fingertip. Left wrist. Left elbow. Left shoulder. Throat center, rose-colored, star-like point of light. Center of the chest. Center of the right chest or breast. Heart center. center of the left chest or breast, heart center, navel center, pelvic center, right hip joint, rose-colored point of light, right knee joint, right ankle joint, right big toe tip, rose-colored point of light, second toe tip, third toe tip, fourth toe tip, little toe tip, right ankle, right knee, right hip, pelvic center, left hip joint, rose-colored star-like point of light, left knee joint, left ankle joint, left big toe tip, second toe tip, third toe tip, fourth toe tip, little toe tip, left ankle, left knee, left hip, pelvic center, navel center, heart center, rose-colored point of light, throat center, midbrain, see, feel, or experience all of these points at once, like a rose-colored constellation of stars in the space of the body. Allow the stars to fade. And rest your attention in the heart center. Give the physical body permission to sleep. Give the mind permission to sleep. Allow consciousness to remain awake and aware. You'll hear my voice again in 3 minutes. Rest in non-doing at the heart center. Gently begin to bring your awareness back into your body. Feel the space that the body occupies from the soles of your feet to the crown of your head. Feel the support of the earth beneath you. Feel the rise and fall of the navel as the body breathes. And gently begin to deepen the breath. And bring some gentle movement into fingers and toes. If it feels good, gently rock the head from side to side. You feel like you can take the arms up overhead and take a big stretch. When you are ready and not before, slowly bend the knees and bring the feet to the bolster or to the ground. Roll to your right side. Curl up there for a few breaths. When you feel ready, and only when you feel ready, press yourself up to finding a comfortable seat. Sitting on a bolster or a cushion. Keep the gaze soft or the eyes closed. Keep awareness internal. Take these last few moments for yourself. If it feels appropriate, bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. And bow your chin towards your chest, your mind to your heart. Honoring yourself and your practice. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. Thank you. Move gently into the rest of your day or night. See you next time.